Yeah, buddy. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Childish. Coming back with a new, I don't want to say new, exciting video, whatever. It's nothing too exciting, but I do want to put this out there because I love me my free-to-play players, and I love me my pay-to-play players. I pay to win, play to win, free-to-play, all y'all. I'm making this video for you guys. So, this one's going to be, I guess we can coin this one, getting ready for Rune Removal Day, or getting ready for the Rune Removal. So, for those that don't know, today, and this is one of those special days where I'm actually making a video on the day, right? Making a video the day of. I'm going to put it out the day of so you guys can prioritize. All right, so as we see here, remove your runes for free. If you've been following all the YouTubers, you guys know that this is really, really important to do and take advantage of. It does suck, excuse me, because it is on Christmas Day. So, you should be spending time with the family, this and that, whatever. But we got to, we got to prioritize because, one, it's only 24 hours, right? And it's not like we're going to be up 24 hours to do this. We probably only have 1 or 2 hours to play for most. So we kind of need to figure out a game plan before we even get into it. So I'm going to go through my thought process, exactly what I do from top to bottom. Now, I'm not going to actually do it through you, but I'll kind of go through the steps and let you know what my game plan is. So when I'm going about the rune removal, my number one goal in the rune removal is to make sure that my best units have the best runes. That's it. Let's rewind, replay. My best units have the best runes. And when I say my best units, I don't mean, my 5-star dragon or whatever. I'm talking about the best units for the situations that I utilize them for. So lucky for me, I did get a 5-star unit that is, I'm able to utilize it in all aspects, right? In all aspects of arena, dungeon, tower, essential, whatnot. But if I get a typical, 4-star unit or whatever like that, quote unquote is a 4-star, so it's supposed to be good, but is not synergistic with the rest of my team, then I'm not going to focus on it. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is kind of go through, talk to you about my units, and then, the game plan for me. So first and foremost, if I'm focusing on my top units getting the best runes, we need to, figure out step one. Step one is basically clearing out all the runes that are not necessary. So if you take a look, now with the recent update, we have spots for 150 versus 100. A lot more wiggle room to get some runes going, or get some rune removals going. So because this is rune removal day and it costs nothing to go back and forth with, removing the runes and whatnot, I intentionally will go through, and I'm not going to do it for this video, I'm going to go through all 143 of these runes. I'm going to take a look at each one, okay? And if they don't meet a specific criteria for myself, they're gone. Okay, why? Because there's you're gonna find some runes that are like, it has this, and that, whatever. It's not, unless it has some basic, flat out statistics, or things that I'm looking for. They got to go. Why? Because we're gonna get runes so much that it's just not enough to keep all the runes, and I need them. I literally want to have about 50 slots open so I can remove all of my runes on my top players and make sure that when I relook at the 120 plus runes or whatever that's in there, that my top 6 or top 7 attack, and my top 3, 4 support, Lulu, Shannon, Darian, Acasis, Amon, make sure they have the best runes. Okay, so how do you go about which runes should you keep? Well, it really depends on what stage you are in the game. Okay, so for me, I've had a stage that I believe that for my top units, I am able to, because of what I can complete, right? I am able to get myself, whether I buy it from the magic shop or the dungeons or whatever, get myself 5-star runes plus 12 on all the on all the units. Okay, all my best units. So I'm gonna go through here and get rid of anything, in my opinion, that's not 5-star or better. I will probably keep my 4-star legendary runes that have double-digit substats. So, for example, this particular rune right here, for sure. This is not qualify in my 5-star category, right? But double-digit substats for certain things, like this, like especially for speed, which is so hard to come by. Yeah, of course I'm going to keep that. Okay, but other than that, I'm going to be getting rid of anything like this one. Here, we'll even do you the honors of kind of showing you right there. This one, get rid of anything that is not 5-star or better. Really? Yeah, so I don't know what's going on, guys. I've been having some, I don't know, maybe you guys can tell me. Since the 1.3.6 update, I literally been having like network errors, like so much, so much more. I have no idea why. So again, this one here, same thing, got to clear it out, so on and so forth. Now, of course, it did have, some 3% stats but whatnot, but again, all my best units are going to be having the 5-star runes, so that's going to be the focus. So, again, we're not going to go through them all, but first step, clear out all your unnecessary runes. Second step, literally on your top units, remove the runes. Okay, it's not like you're gonna, oh my God, this is gonna cost so much. No, it costs nothing. Remove the runes, make the space so that when you go back to that first unit or the second unit that you're trying to optimize, you look at all the runes available and put it on. Okay, and why is this important? Because depending on what stage you are, for me, I'm not focused on, let me make it so it's cute, swift energy, swift focus, whatnot. Nope. I'm going to go through my Megan, and I know Megan's going to benefit from speed. I'm going to make sure that I have my 4 best swift runes with speed on them, right? And make sure I get them on this unit, okay? I'm going to go through that, get the primary set on, boom. Okay, Rogue. I am rocking the violence set. Okay, I want the violence set on him, so I'm going to take a look. Obviously I'm going to go for Jameer first. I'm going to take a look and make sure that I got the best violent runes for Jameer. Okay, boom, clear him. Okay, Rogue. Or actually, let's go Clara. Clara, she is my top crowd control unit. So I'm going to make sure she has the best despair runes that have a blend of, attack, accuracy, defense, whatever the case may be. But my best despair runes, okay? And so on and so forth. I'll go through my top 7, my top 8 units, put the best runes for the best primary set, right? Okay, best runes for the best primary set, and then I go back and put in the fillers, okay? Then I start to put in the fillers for, other stuff or whatever, okay? And if I can get it to match, here, great. If I get, one random rune that has speed 7, accuracy 10, and another rune that I can get that has, just a way of getting speed, accuracy, and hit points, then I'm going to go ahead and do it. Let's give it that couple more times here. I know we're taking away from the video, but I always feel lucky when I do this with you guys. So, okay, last time, and then we'll go. That's a fail. Oh, you could just tell it just doesn't want to be up there. It's just slow rolling. All right, so. Getting those, after you go through your top units, get the best primary runes for that unit that, optimizes that unit's abilities, and then take a second sweep and get the secondary runes on there to kind of fill in the spots. All right. And then when you're done, it's time to go out to the field. Okay. It's time to get out into the field and do some testing. So testing whether you're doing dungeons, whether you're doing arena, get out there and practice with the new team and see, what you like, the pros and cons, see how it works. And if not, rinse and repeat. So get back here, remove the runes, and try it again. And that's the beauty of it. If you want to get ahead of the game, like especially if you're taking a look at this video today, and then you know that your Christmas, is tomorrow, and you're like, oh, the whole testing the waters or whatnot, that might take you time. So take a note. I mean, I know I'm a nerd. Call me a nerd, but if I'm trying to, I'm really trying to be the best at what I can in this game. I know that I got enough time for tomorrow, but if I didn't have enough time, I'd probably just take a quick look now. Take a look at all my runes on my units and see, kind of going through here, what are the best, what are the best runes that I can do. Here, we'll get rid of this one too. This is nice because it allows me to kind of go through and clear out some of the nastiness. But yeah, so go through it, kind of get an idea of what you got, and so that when I'm ready to get into it tomorrow, I'm gonna have my little list of these are all my, I probably will do this too. Make a little small list. These are all my 6-star, attack runes. These are all my 6-star, crit damage runes. Some of the best runes for the 2-4-6 slot. I might make note of it so that I can make sure that if they're not like in the primary set, like fatal, this one's endure. Make sure that I get it for get them ready so that I can put them on my unit. So I will go ahead and probably call it right there, because I'm going to be making a second part to this. We're going to go ahead and run through Tavis account. I'm just going to I'll just do it from mine. I won't do it from her account because I'm going to allow her. I want her to kind of clean up the units, but she's at the point where she needs to do a lot of rune shuffling just to make her top units better units and whatnot, and then be able to prioritize those good runes for the good units so that she can start progressing a little bit farther into the game. So again, just a quick reminder of the steps. Okay, step 1, get rid of all the runes that are unnecessary. So depending on where you're at in the game, that might be getting rid of all the 1-star and 2-star runes. Delete them all. They're old. You're going to get better. And keep your 3-star runes are better. Or maybe you're a little bit farther into the game. Keep your 4-star runes are better. Or maybe you're a little bit more specific with your runes. Keep your 4-star runes that have double-digit percentage-based or speed substats. Okay? If they have double-digit raw stats like attack plus 22, blah, whatever. If it's like this dude's right here, okay, 3-star, but I got 3 percentage-based stats, and then one of them is 12% stat, yeah, I'm going to keep that shit, okay? So for wherever you're at, 4-star, with awesome percentage-based stats, hold on to those are better, okay? Get rid of all the nasty ones. Okay, second step, remove all the runes of your main 4 to 8 to 10 units, whatever, 4 to 8 units, hopefully. Hopefully you don't have a dozen fucking units like myself, that I hardly even use some of these anymore, but it is what it is. And then go back into your top ones and start from your best unit, the one that's the best unit, meaning the one that's going to allow you to progress with everything. So, the best unit for me is Jameer, because Jameer is utilized in my dungeon, it's utilized in my arena, it's utilized in Trial of Ascension. It's the one that's it's going to be all around. Same thing with Lucian. Same thing with Clara. Okay, those units are going to be intertwined or go back and forth between all the dungeons. But with regards to Megan, she's going to be extremely important, but not as important as Jameer. If they have the same runes or whatnot. Obviously they don't have the same runes, but you guys kind of get what I'm saying. So, go back, figure out which the best one's in, and start putting on the primary sets. Whatever the primary set is that you're trying to get on them, put that on, get the best runes on, go through your units, all your top units, and then run it back and fill in the second slot. So run in the back and fill in the second slots with a subset, 2 focus runes or whatever, or do what I do. Just put on the best runes, because again, depending on what stage you're at, rune subsets and subsets meaning the smaller sets, the sets that require 2 runes to make a set bonus, really don't matter if you got high quality runes. For example, this 19% defense is a little bit more than what a 2 rune set for guard would be. Guard set is 15% defense, so obviously this one has its own like subset or whatever. So again, for you guys that have heard this many times, you're probably just like, whatever. But again, this I see a lot. I see a lot in the people, especially some of the YouTubers that I can see their accounts all the time. My friends list, the people that are in the lower end, I see it. I see them all, a lot all the time. I go through their units and their runes and stuff like that, or their units, and see that they have, 6-star runes on a random 4-star unit, like this one that they really don't use, and then these guys have, 3-star, 4-star runes, but they don't have, they don't have the best runes. So hopefully that kind of, you get an opportunity to take advantage of this day and then, get the job done as far as getting the best runes on so you progress. Because there's a lot of people out there that are, been watching these videos religiously and are still struggling. They still don't understand why they're not being able to progress like my counterpart friends or whatever. It's like, I got better units than them, what's going on? Runes. How many times do I got to say it? Making sure your best units have the best runes and prioritizing them, and then utilizing those units to farm more runes for everybody else, or farm more glory points for better, more Devilmons, more speed tower, upgrades, whatever the case may be. So it all starts with your primary team for arena and dungeon, and hopefully some of those units between arena and dungeon are intertwined so that you don't have to spend so many runes and so much money upgrading runes for multiple people. So we'll go ahead and cut it off right there, guys. Stay tuned for part 2. We'll go ahead and run through Tavis' account real quick and just kind of show you some of the runes that I would, move here and there, and then, kind of go from there. So thank you all for tuning in. Again, my apologies for those that have been around for a long time and understand this. If you made it through the whole video, I congratulate you, because a lot of this stuff, you'll hear me talk time and time and again. And the only reason why I am very repetitive about this is this is the number one question that I get asked. How do I make my units better? How do I take advantage of my units' abilities to progress efficiently through this game so I can have the units and have the runes and have the cool stuff that other people on the top end have? It all starts with prioritizing your best runes for your best units. All right? So, again, thank you all for tuning in. It's your boy Childish for ChildishPlays checking out. Take care, and we'll see you on the next video.